All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing? I try not to box myself in to one certain specific field. So no matter what, I'm always going to try to grow, reach different demographics, different audience. So bear with me for those who really just only come for hip hop conversations, down south hip hop conversations. Bear with me as I grow. You know what I mean? If the video ain't for you, just the video ain't for you. That's all it's gotta be. Mr. Taliaferro, how's everybody doing out there? All right, so Beyonce, I mean, we all have, you know, pretty much given our 2 cents on Beyonce killing the Coachella stage. As a straight man, I can't appreciate anyone that puts that much time in their craft. I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan out there. A lot of the Beyonce music, I don't know. I obviously know the big records, right? Then I'm a big Jay fan, so I rock with Jay, and then, you know, anytime I see Jay on stage, I'm always with that, you know. So I seen Beyonce perform, and anytime I see someone put that much time in their craft, their skill, as a hustler, forget everything else, as a hustler, you gotta respect it. That woman had over what? I was told she had over a couple hundred, 400 or 500 dancers on stage with her at some point during that performance. Man, that's a lot of time. I heard she was doing 11-hour days. She went vegan just for a performance. Man, if you a hustler and you trying to get it for your family, no matter what field you in, you gotta respect somebody. I don't care how rich they are, that's still dedicated. Hell, even with them being rich, it damn near makes it more commendable. That's that dedicated to their craft, their art, and perfecting it. So the Beyonce's Coachella performance, I feel like, was an amazing moment for the culture. I was up at 4:30 in the morning watching. I'm up at 4:30 anyway, but I was up on the stream as well. I seen 450,000 people in it. That's iconic, bro. She's in that conversation, the greatest of all time. Now, this iconic performance, you think everybody would be all in around Beyonce saying, yo, that's the right thing to do. Do it. You know what I mean? Do that performance. Be great. Be black, because it was a very cultured, man, let's just call it what it was. It was a black performance. It was a nigga performance, all right? She focused on like HBCUs. She kind of created her own HBCU throughout the performance. She pretty much paid homage to a lot of black classic music. I mean, she danced to some new rap as well, the OT Genesis joint. Everybody mad. You know what I mean? She took it back with Destiny's Child. She twerked on stage with her sister. You know what I mean? They did some squats, some old, you know what I mean? They did some dances. Jay was on stage performing one of their classic records together. It was black, bruh. She had a black band. It was black as hell. And I loved every damn bit of it at that predominantly white Coachella crowd, giving them, they got white artists after white artists all damn day. And I can't get mad at Beyonce putting her stamp on it, closing that damn show out, especially coming behind Post Malone. Trash ass music. I'm happy that Beyonce kept it 100% black. Not everyone was on the same page as her though. Her mother was like, Beyonce, I don't know about this. And I thought this was a dope conversation that Miss Tina Lawson shared about her daughter Beyonce. She said, I told Beyonce that I was afraid that the predominantly white audience at Coachella would be confused by all of the black culture and black college culture because it was something that they might not get. Her brave response to me made me feel a bit selfish and ashamed. She said, I have worked very hard to get to this point where I have a true voice, and at this point in my life and in my career, I have a responsibility to do what's best for the world and not what is most popular. She said that her hope is that after the show, young people will research this culture and see how cool it is, and young black people and white people will listen to Lift Every Voice and Sing. By the way, I forgot about that really dope part of the performance. She came out to Lift Every Voice and Sing, classic black gospel song. And then she said, and see how amazing the words are for us all, and bridge the gap. She also hoped that it will encourage young kids to enroll in our amazingly historical black colleges and universities. And Miss Tina Lawson ended with saying, because of her daughter, she stands corrected. Now, I will say this. I am so happy Beyonce opted to listen to her inner self instead of listening to even her mother in this regard, because I felt as if though the performance was very powerful. I didn't go to a HBCU, you know. I went to a predominantly white institution. You know, there is nobody giving my perspective online. I went to a big a big SEC school in Tennessee. And, you know, I missed out on a lot of those culturally impactful moments, you know, and to see Beyonce, I mean, obviously I go to homecomings, but I didn't go to a school where black was just in my face every day. We were limited. At the school I went to, as big a school it was, a lot of that stuff was not for us. You know what I mean? We had to, I know people who worked hard to create little events for us, like little study breaks, because a lot of that shit was happening behind closed doors that we A, didn't know about, or B, we felt uncomfortable at because we were surrounded by people that wasn't our skin complexion. You know what I mean? It's just a certain level of comfort black people got around other black people. I ain't telling you something you don't know. So I went to an SEC school, a predominantly white school. So I'm always looking for our culture. I grew up going to TSU games in Nashville and shit. I'm from Memphis, so I grew up going to the Southern Heritage Classic. So to see the culture be performed by one of the biggest ever, and for her to not turn away from the culture, and you see a little bit of that Jay-Z influence, because Beyonce was very protected growing up by her mom and dad in the business. But you can tell now, Hov, and as their relationship expands, Hov like, bruh, forget all that. I'm pretty sure Jay was all for the performance. I'm sure of it. You know, we don't need to be afraid of our freaking culture. I'm so sick of us being afraid of who we are. Are there things that we need to clean up in our culture? Yeah. Like every other culture, there are things that need to be cleaned up. But we shouldn't feel ashamed of it. Shit, a lot of what we do is beautiful. A lot of being black is just beautiful. Like shit that we take for granted, shit that other cultures don't do, and they literally die to be as cool as us in certain aspects. Again, like every other culture, we got shit we could clean up, but being black, there's power in being black, you know. And I love being black, and I wouldn't trade it for any damn thing in the world. And I appreciate Beyonce for not trading in her blackness and not selling herself short and giving us an ultra black Coachella performance, if you want to call it that. I thought it was just a cool, dope moment for the culture to see Beyonce not shy away from it, the culture. So thank y'all for the time, love, support. Again, sometimes you got to listen to your own instincts. Beyonce did, and that has made all the difference. Subscribe to my channel for more conversations like this. Stories like this happen on my platform all the time. We ain't talking beef, hip hop, all this. Sometimes this is just a dope story. This is just a dope story that caught my eye. I'm into telling stories. All right, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that. At itsmrtaliaferro. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.